Okay, in this particular one, we're asked to solve the system of equations by substitution, and substitution basically means that we're plugging something in. Fortunately for us, this one's already solved for y, and so that's when substitution is usually going to be the best, when it's already solved for one of the variables. Again, we're trying to solve this one. We're trying to find out what x equals and what y equals, but we can do this by substituting this quantity here in for y here. So the very first step that we're going to do is to write the second equation down. This 2x plus y minus 2. We're going to just write that one, and I haven't changed it at all. I just took it from over here and wrote it right here. Now the next step is we're going to substitute in x plus 1 for y. And the reason why we're doing that is we know that y is equal to x plus 1. So I'm taking that x plus 1 and I'm going to plug it right in here for that y. So I'm going to bring it on down. That's supposed to be an arrow. And I'll just plug it right in. Notice my use of parentheses here. I use that all the time when I'm plugging something in, because if this were a 2y, it'd be 2 times this entire quantity and I'd have to distribute it. Now it's not in this case, so we're okay, but that's why I'm using parentheses here. Now it's just a matter of simplifying what I have here. Okay, so I simplify it a little bit further. 2x plus x gives me my 3x, and this is just a positive 1 here. Now I'm just trying to solve this one for x. Okay, I've got to move my 1 over to the other side. I subtract 1 from both left and right sides of that equation, and that leaves me with 3x is equal to negative 3. If I divide both sides by 3, I find out that x equals 1. Now I found one of these. Okay, I know that x is equal to 1. Now I've got to try to determine what y is equal to. And the way that we're going to do that is I'm going to take this negative 1 and I'm going to plug it in to find out what the y is. And I can plug it into either one of these equations. I can plug it into this equation number 2 or number 1. I chose to do it to number 1 because number 1 is a really easy one. It's already solved for y. I don't have to multiply it by anything, but you could plug it into the second one, would be fine, but I chose to plug it into the first one on this one. So what I'm going to do is rewrite the first equation. So there it is, and I got that right here from equation number 1. Now I know what my x value is. X is equal to negative 1. So I'm going to plug in negative 1 here for x. Okay, I'm going to substitute it in. That's where we get our solving by substitution. We keep substituting everything in, both up here and down here. But anyway, I'm plugging this one in, and notice my use of parentheses here. Now I've just got to figure out negative 1. I can lose that parenthesis. Negative 1 plus 1 would give me 0. So now I've determined that x is equal to negative 1 and y is equal to 0. Now when you're inputting this one into the online system, it asks you to put it in the form of an ordered pair, x comma y. So we take our x value over here, that's negative 1, and our y value, that's 0, and we come up with our answer. Your answer, the way you'll type it in here, is just parenthesis negative 1 comma 0 close parenthesis, and that will work for your answer. Remember that you can always take these values and plug them in, and they need to work for both equations, both equation number 1 and equation number 2. If they do work for both equations, that is your solution.